Mr. Silent Treatment. One of the cruelest and most hurtful abusive actions of the narc is his silent treatment. In this video, I'll describe the silent treatment and what you can do about it. If you live with a narc, or you know someone who does, you need a clear and biblical plan of escape. I've got the complete plan in my books and video series. It's all on my website, davideclarke.com, Clarke with an E. And while you're at it, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, the narc's silent treatment. Most narcs, overt and covert, will use the silent treatment. The narc will suddenly go silent and act as if you don't exist. He will say nothing to you, nothing, for hours, days, weeks, sometimes months. There are 4 reasons the narc uses the silent treatment. First, to punish you. You must be punished for something you said or did that upset him. And many things upset the narc. It's almost always something ridiculously petty and trivial. Just normal. You make a face, you rolled your eyes, you disagreed with them. I mean, it doesn't take much for the narc. Second, to maintain control. The narc knows you hate the silent treatment. He knows you will try harder and harder to please him, so he won't go silent again. He loves the power of silence, and it works on you. Third, to keep you weak. He uses his silence to ruin your self-esteem, destroy your confidence, make you wallow in guilt and shame, keep you anxious and depressed, keep you focused on him. Fourth, to entertain himself. The narc loves to watch you squirm, be upset, be stressed, and be fearful. Watching you in pain gives him a rush. Now, there are 3 main types of silent treatment. See if any of these look familiar. Mr. Obvious silent treatment. This type, usually the overt narc, will make it obvious what you said or did that caused him to shut down. Oh, he'll let you know. He'll verbally attack you for your crime, go into a rant about it, and then launch into silence. It's pretty clear why he's doing it. Again, stupid reason, but at least you know. He will suddenly then break his silence when he's ready, always on his terms. He may do a follow-up rant or act like nothing happened at all. And then there's Mr. Mysterious silent treatment. This type, usually the covert narc, will suddenly go silent with no explanation of any kind. You have no idea why he has gone silent. And he won't tell you why. That's the game, and he loves the game. The narc wants you to obsess and agonize over why he's cut you off. He wants you to beg him to tell you, which of course he won't do. This type will never reveal the reason. You can have a gun to his head. Not that I recommend that. He's not going to tell you. He'll just suddenly snap out of it with no explanation and again act like nothing happened. Mr. Man of Few Words silent treatment. This would fall into the neglectful narc category. This guy just doesn't talk much. You thought he'd talk more after marriage. You were wrong. Or sometimes they'll talk during courtship and then nothing afterwards. Dinner at home, time in a restaurant, rides in the car are a nightmare of silence. You have to carry every single conversation. You have to ask him 1,000,000 questions to get any response, and you don't get much, even at that. It is exhausting. It's fairly common for this type to talk at length with others, however. His mommy, his daddy, his brother, his sister, his female coworkers, his friends, just not to you. If you complain, you'll get, guess what? More silence. Here's what you can do about the silent treatment. For how to respond to all the different types of narc abuse, get my video series, From Codependent to Independent. This is going to help you deal with not just the silent treatment, but every other form of abuse he's going to cram down your throat. Okay, your nasty, abusive narc has launched into his latest episode of silent treatment. It's just started. Here's what you do. 1, act like it's not happening. Carry on like you aren't aware of his silent treatment. He's doing it to punish you. When you're not bothered, he'll be furious. But because he's giving you the silent treatment, he can't say anything. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. You'll have trouble suppressing a laugh. Ignoring his silent treatment gives you control and peace, and as a bonus, drives the narc nuts. 2, don't show any emotion with Mr. Silent Treatment. You are deadpan, just going about your business. You're not upset at all. Don't ask him why he's silent. Don't guess why. Don't beg him to talk. Don't ask him to talk. Don't do anything. 3, give him the silent treatment right back, and we'll see how he likes it. Say nothing to him. Do everything yourself. Do not ask for his help for anything. I don't care what it is. Jobs he would normally do, he doesn't do when he's giving you the silent treatment. Do them yourself or hire it done. This is good preparation for your single life after you divorce him, actually, where you'll have to do everything. 4, give him no affection and no sex. Because typically during the silent treatment, he will still want sex. Of course, it has to be silent sex. If Mr. Silent makes a move on you sexually, say nothing. Simply shake your head no. Ooh, we'll see how he likes that. See, there have to be consequences. And again, consequences not to change him. He ain't changing. Consequences to empower you. That's the point. Now, I've got resources to help you deal with the narc's abuse and get ready to leave and divorce him. Again, for a complete description of the narc's abuse in every category, get my book. Let's find the book here. My Marriage Hurts. This begins the process. If you're wondering, boy, Dave, I'm not really sure I'm married to a narc, and I want to be sure, this is why I wrote this book, My Marriage Hurts. You read this book, you will know guaranteed if you will live with a narc or not. For exactly how to respond to the narc's abuse in every category, break your trauma bond and get strong enough to leave, get my video series From Codependent to Independent. We modeled this ninja on my granddaughter Izzy, who loves ninja. Anyway, this is the book for you. And for my specific plan of preparation to leave, get my book, Enough is Enough. All right, this will tell you step by step how to get ready, secretly, to leave the narc. All these resources are on the website, davideclarke.phd.com. That's Clarke with an E. You don't need any other website in this area. Well, this is the best one.